Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member Carper, and to all the other members of the committee and Senator Feinstein. It is certainly good to find an issue that we can work together on, and this is a very important issue for our nation. And frankly, when you think about the issue of choice, you think about a way for us to combat poverty, to grow our economy, and to really unleash the potential of so many kids around this country, and frankly, dozens upon dozens of kids right behind us who are desperately looking for opportunities to show what they're made of. To give us real examples of the power of opportunity is a look at their success of the kids behind us, and frankly to their parents. To me, the issue of school choice is an issue that brings to light an opportunity for them to see their kids reach their full potential. And in my opinion, that is a very important consideration. And too often we hear conversations about Democrats and Republicans, blue versus red, and the fact of the matter is the issue of school choice is not a partisan issue at all. It's not an issue about Republicans or Democrats. It is and should remain an issue about children. And we see the success of the school choice program, the OSP, all across the city of DC. And I'll tell you, as I thought through my comments for this important hearing, that Proverbs 22:6 came to mind. You know, training up a child in the way that he or she should go, so that they can maximize their potential. And to me, the foundation of education is a key component in harnessing that potential. So many of these journeys start on rough roads, in little houses, trailers, small apartments. Journeys that are very much like my own journey, living in a single-parent household in real poverty in North Charleston, going to 4 different elementary schools by the time I was in the 3rd or 4th grade. The reality of it is that school choice is an opportunity to make sure that kids who grow up in the wrong zip codes experience the best of life and not simply the underperforming schools that may be in their districts. I want to say this, and I want to make sure that I'm clear about it. I appreciate, love, and have great affection for public schools. I'm a product of public schools. As a matter of fact, if you have a good public school, that's a great thing. But if you do not have a good public school, we should make sure that the options are available for the students and for their parents. That means every child everywhere in this nation should be afforded the opportunity to maximize their potential through school choice. And Chairman Johnson, as you said at the beginning, your commitment to this issue started before you were a United States Senator. Ron, you were making investments in Milwaukee and throughout Wisconsin with your own resources because you understand and appreciate the power of education. That is an issue that I learned a little later in life as a kid whose parents divorced when I was 7. Growing up in a single-parent household, I started drifting in the wrong direction. I learned very quickly, Senator Sass, that all drifting seems to head in the wrong direction. Yeah. And
Was there some reason why you directed those comments to him?
It's just a profound maiden speech.
Guy that gave a great maiden speech yesterday.
Indeed, indeed. And since my time is running out, and senators, we can't tell time, so I better hurry up here. But the truth of the matter is, by the time I was a freshman in high school, I was failing out. I failed world geography. I thought I was the only senator to ever fail civics, and then I joined you guys and realized that perhaps some of you didn't do so well either. You can say that to your own people. So anyways, I failed Spanish and English as well. When you fail Spanish and you fail English, they do not consider you bilingual. They call you biignant because you can't speak any language. And that's where I found my unhappy self. But I had the privilege and the blessing of a strong, powerful mother who believed in education. She became so invested in education. For the next 3 years, I caught up, went on to Charleston Southern University, go Bucks, and graduated with a degree in political science. I'll tell you this, that when I think about where these kids are, here's what I think. I think that we're looking at those kids that attend the OSP program have a graduation rate of over 90%. Over 90%. Those kids in the district that do not go to OSP schools have a graduation rate just above 50%. We're spending a little more than $20,000 per student to make sure that we have a 55, 56% graduation rate. but we spend about 40 cents on the dollar, and we see a 90+ graduation rate with parental satisfaction over 90%. And last year alone, 98% of OSP students went on to earn a 2- or 4-year degree. Senators, without much of a question, the divide in our nation between the haves and the have-nots can be easily defined by family formation, which I'm not sure how we control that, and education. We do have the opportunity to control that. I know my time is running short, so let me just close by saying that when you think about why these statistics and why these numbers are so important, let me just translate it. Half of African American males do not finish high school in 4 years. Too many do not finish at all. And for students who do not finish high school, their income on average is $19,000. For those students who finish high school, their income is 50% higher. For those who go on and finish college, it's almost 3 times higher. We do this, by the way, scholarship programs, public dollars going to private schools. We do this every single day of the year in America. We call those Pell Grants. I took my Pell Grant to a small Christian school, Charleston Southern. And I will tell you that the unfortunate reality is simply this, that if you don't graduate from high school, you don't use the Pell Grant. And in my opinion, this is not about the numbers. Though the numbers are very important, the cost of school is very important. This is about human potential. Let us not be confused about what we're talking about. We're not talking about 20,000 versus 8,500. We're talking about making sure that the kids behind me have the same opportunities that each and every one of us who serve in this amazing body has. It is our opportunity, our responsibility to stand up and be counted for these kids that will lead us one day. And Lord knows, as we look at the entitlement state of America, we're going to need them to be taxpayers. God bless you.